Hello and welcome. My name is Lord Bakington. Welcome to my kitchen, welcome to my stream, and welcome to my life. Today we're going to be doing something really fun. We're going to make some really yummy cupcakes. These are special cupcakes that use soda as well as baking powder as their leavening agent. It's going to be real tasty, real fun, and the best part about this recipe is you can customize it to be whatever flavor you want based on whatever soda you want. Today we're doing some orange cupcakes. That means we're going to be doing some orange flavored soda. I got myself back here a bottle of orange soda ready to go. You only need about a cup and a half of it, so we're going to be using this today. We're going to use some orange Fanta. Now, word about soda. I don't drink whole soda, so this is the first time I've even handled whole soda in a while. So it's going to be a bit touch and go with this. Let me just open it up right now so we can get some of the gas out. Yep. Ooh, that does have a really powerful, orangey orange flavor. Not like a fake orange, like a real orange flavor. I like it. All right, then. We have a lot to do, so let's get started. We have quite a bit to do today, as I said. But I didn't say yet that we are doing something else. We're doing some real tasty and easy calzones. I got myself some water and yeast and sugar already blooming in the background. I'll show you guys what we got there, and then we can go ahead and get started. So, over here, let me go grab the bowl. In this bowl, I've got here some water and sugar, about a cup of water. No, I'm sorry. This is half a cup of water with half a teaspoon of sugar in it and 1 teaspoon of active dry yeast. And it's sort of made this frothy mess, really. It's sort of just frothy, beer-smelling water. And this is what's going to become the base for our bread. We got a lot of fun stuff going on. We're going to fill our calzones today with some, with some spinach and chicken. What did I miss? Nothing. We just started. Hi Ariel, how's it going? How are you? You're just in time? Right just now. We're making our calzones, and so in here I've got half a cup of water, 1 teaspoon of yeast, and half a teaspoon of sugar, and I've left that for about 10 minutes. Also, do you like my new hat? Look at it. It's a bee. See, look, there's the stinger. Isn't it fun? I think it's fun. Whoops. So here is my frothy, yeasty water. It smells very alcoholic, but it's not. I mean, it is. Actually, it is. How's your day been? How's everyone's Wednesday been? I know Wednesdays are usually not everyone's favorite days, but they're certainly, probably could be a lot worse. I'm going to add 1 and about a half a cup of flour. Coconut buttercream, yeah. But then I'm going to make these. We're going to make the cupcakes in a minute. But I wanted to make some, we're going to make some calzones, and we're going to fill them with chicken and spinach. Oh, look at that, oven's preheated. Because I need something to eat for dinner. Like salty other. Oh, how could I forget? So it's 1 tablespoon of yeast, 1 tablespoon of oil I just added, and 1.5 cups of flour. I added a couple of big pinches of salt. There we go. Got to make sure you go heavy with the salt. I mean, I can't have cupcakes for dinner. I mean, I could, but I don't think I should. There we go. Make yourself a dough. And look at that. Soon, your dough comes together into a beautiful little mass like that. And see how mine comes together into a sort of solid mass? Like there's not like I'm mixing slurry. That's what you want. I'm going to mix this. This is a no-knead variety of dough. You're going to mix this in the bowl for about 5 minutes. I saw this on Pinterest. Alcohol, water, and cucumbers. Oh, it's been a day. Oh man, what happened? How was it? Why was it? What happened? And actually, I think I'm going to add a pinch more flour. You want something that sort of comes together. This obviously isn't. Just add a little pinch of flour and see, look, that's good. Like that. We're going to develop that gluten for a bit, for a good minute. It's been quite a day for me as well. School is in full swing and I'm just tired, man. Woman. This is feeling nice and stretchy. I'm going to keep mixing it though. I want to give it all the elasticity I can. But yeah, how's your Wednesday been? I heard it's a day. This is looking good. Oh, hold on. Alexa, play piano jazz music. Alexa, play piano jazz music.
Playing piano jazz music.
Ooh boy, look at that. See, I can kind of scrape it around and make it into a ball. When it proves, it's going to lose a lot of that stickiness. But you want it to be really wet so it can rise. Alexa, set volume to 4. Actually, you know what? Alexa, set volume to 5. Alexa, set volume to 5. So I'm going to scrape my dough off my spoon. Some guy from Comcast showed up at the warehouse and they led him to my office and told him I will search my emails to see if I can find anything related because as far as I knew, we weren't expecting anything. And he was like, okay, yeah, and walked right back behind my desk and leans down to rest on the corner and starts to watch me search my emails. Like, oh my God. That's not okay. Like, if he is from Comcast, like, it sounds kind of sketchy like he actually was from Comcast. But if he is, that's really weird, and you should tell someone about that. Because, like, I've had that happen when I used to work in an office, because, like, I was a receptionist, and I was trying to find, like, figure out, like, people's schedules, because, like, there was an office where people got scheduled appointments to see people. And, like, I can't, because there's lots of pertinent data, especially considering it worked with DACA people. Like, I didn't want people I had like people's sensitive information open, and this one guy kept trying to like demanded that he see because he like was certain that he had a schedule, an appointment, and I'm like no, and he wanted to see the schedule, and I'm like no, I can't show you that. That's against the rule. That's against the like so many policies, and it was so weird. But I'm so sorry to hear that. That's so bizarre. Chibin, thank you so much for the auto host. You guys, Chibin's an amazing streamer. She's like so talented. And for all of you that fancy the lady type, she's also very pretty. I've heard. Kappa. I'm just joking, she is really pretty. Alright, so this dough is going to prove for about an hour while we make our cupcakes. But yeah, Ariel, that sucks. I'm sorry. Beauty payroll and hiring systems confidential. Yeah, like, I know how it is. Alrighty. So I'm going to get the big boy out and we're going to make some cupcakes. These are Orange Soda Cupcakes. I'm super excited to try this recipe out. So, it's been a while since we used you, hasn't it? I got myself my paddle attachment for today. Put that on there. Ooh, what's that? How's school going? Oh, it's going. It seriously is going. That's for dang sure. Not to sound ungrateful. I am very grateful that I get to go to school. However, these people, I swear, they're definitely an interesting bunch. I go to a private, small private school, and so, yeah, things are weird. It's like really tight-knit group, and they're all absolutely crazy. So yeah, it's a little strange. Oops. Does this outlet not work? There we go. My butter was a little hard, so I got to give it a second to beat up. But I'm going to cream together one stick, that's 8 ounces of butter, or 4 ounces of butter. Yeah, I get it. It's just like, they're so strange. And like, I don't want to be rude. But like, I'm eating some of these. You guys, have you ever had these before? My mom got them for me. They're like Reese's Puffs. They're super tasty. I have them for breakfast with almond milk every morning. It's just like the people there are like on a whole nother level. They like eat, sleep, and breathe Hamilton, and it's so bizarre. Like for me, acting, I like acting, and I'm told at least I'm good at it. They could be lying. Maybe I just don't have the dedication that all of them do. But like these people, like worship the ground Lin-Manuel Miranda walks on, and they think that like their end goal in life is to be in Beauty and the Beast on Broadway, and I'm like, God, like, dude, calm down. It's not that bad. And before they find this VOD, right? I'm gonna add in 1 cup of sugar. Yes, they do seem a bit sheltered, and it's like I went to a private school for a while, or a little while. But like God, man, like there's life outside of theater. But I can understand like having a sense of community as well. It is like a lifestyle. I'm gonna add in a squirt, maybe about a teaspoon of vanilla. Hit the speed up a bit. Yeah. And plus they're like just like an interesting group. They're like really tight knit. But they're honestly some of the most ridiculous, like, ugh. Like they're nice to me, but at the same time, part of me feels like it's fake. Cause like I'm the new one. Also, let me just say, I don't know why I'm holding my phone up to my mouth like I'm talking into the phone, like I'm on a phone call. I want to move away from the loud noises for a second. They talk. They're like they sort of accepted me in, sort of like they are sort of nice, but at the same time they're a really tight knit group, and like I'm the one of like 3 new people, but I don't know if they actually like me or if it's fake. Like, cause like they laid it on so thick at the beginning, like I can't tell if this is like fake or not, you know? I am now. I don't consider myself one of them because like these people like sit and watch, you know, they're just like taking all the pop culture stuff, and I like pop culture too, but I don't sit around and talk about aesthetics and Orphan Black for 5 hours. So I'm finding it tough to like understand people and make friends. There we go. Which is why I appreciate coming on here all the time. Like I'm trying to grow other aspects of myself and my person. Like I'm trying to push myself into more roles and do like more stuff outside of Twitch. So like I have plans to grow my YouTube channel a bit more, doing varieties of stuff like the Chubby Bunny Challenge. We have a Chubby Bunny Challenge video in the works, as well as the Watermelon Challenge, where I eat a personal watermelon video, as well as a funny video of me trying a crazy Pinterest recipe and testing how well it works. So stay tuned for those. Those are gonna be fun. So I'm trying to grow myself more than just Twitch, but at the same time, I'm also trying to grow myself like outside of the camera. I bet they like you're a likable person. You're so sweet, honestly. I have no idea though. Like these are like the two-faced kind of people. I don't even know. Like maybe I'm getting all their impressions wrong because when I was back in high school, that's how it was. These people were the most catty, two-faced, like fake people I've ever met. But like here, they seem like nice, but part of me still can't tell if it's real or not. Like I'm not trying to be like a jerk and like push away if they actually do like me, but like it's hard for me to tell because they're like weirdly nice, so I can't tell if it's like a joke. Like, does that make sense? I'm gonna grab another bowl. Into this bowl, we're gonna measure our flour and our leavening. Ah, my piggy spatula. I'm gonna measure out 1.5 cups of flour. Then I'll grab my leavening agent, and today's leavening agent is baking powder. And I want about 1.5 teaspoons, it's half a tablespoon, of baking powder. A goodly amount of salt. Not bigly, goodly. Mix all this together. And this is going to form the dry part of our cake. So lift this up. You can see this is all soft now, sort of paled up a bit. So I'm going to scrape everything down. It's always important to scrape your bowls down every so often during your cooking. That way everything gets incorporated. Beegly, yes, that's what I would say, beegly. Then, oh, almost forgot. Bad baking tin. Also, do you guys like my wristband? At Club Day, they were having the League of Legends Club, and I got this, and it says, "Hi, Heart Teemo," even though I'm more like this. I hate Teemo. I'm a diehard fan of Graves. Graves FTW. We're going to add in one at a time with a tablespoon of our dry mix to keep everything from curdling. Three eggs. Teemo, yeah. No, Graves is my man. Although it's really hard for me to play him because I'm not very good at the game, so I can't really 80k. That looks good. Everything's beaten in, so I'm going to add another tablespoon of flour. My second egg. Kerplop. Again, with a tablespoon of flour to make sure that nothing curdles. Curdling just means that sometimes our eggs are a little cooler than our mix, and so the cold liquid egg will cause our butter to harden and make it difficult to beat everything together smooth. Ah, too fast! You haven't played League of Legends in so long? My friends make me play with them when they need another person. Look at that. Look how smooth that is. Smooth and beautiful. It goes down smooth and clean, like gasoline. There we go. Plop. And one more scoop of flour. I joined my rugby club. I'm kind of nervous. I'm going to go to practice tomorrow and learn how to play rugby. I was told I have the shoulders for it, so who knows? Maybe I like it, maybe I won't. I'm doing it more so I can, as a way to like keep myself fit. There we go, nice and smooth. So now I'm going to add in all the dry ingredients. Good luck. Thank you. Start it off slow. You don't want flour flying everywhere. You can see little bits of flour flying around. And now this is forming a soft mix. I can turn the speed up just a tad. And now that it's mostly mixed, I can add in my wet ingredient. My final wet ingredient, that being our orange soda. Can you believe 270 calories for this whole bottle? This is why I don't drink soda, or at least full sugar soda, because I don't drink my calories. I'm going to use 3/4. Now I'll use a whole cup. 1 cup of some kind of bubbly soda. And the soda is going to add the flavoring. And so today we're going to be using orange Fanta to make sure that it's nice and orange in color. I'm also going to add a few squeezes of my orange food coloring. I'm going to use a high quality gel food coloring because if I didn't, it might turn an unattractive brown color in the oven. See, this is a thick gel food coloring. Add in a few squirts of that. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your name, but hello, welcome to the stream. I'm sorry you can't sleep. Ah, it's so wet. Same. I'm so wet right now. Oh man, this smells so good. It smells like orange and beauty. Oh. There we go. Look at that. That's beautiful. That's a beautiful orange color. I can't wait until it's officially fall and I can have everything orange and pumpkin-y and beautiful and wonderful. Fall, I like all seasons. They all have their place, but fall, it definitely has a special place in my heart, like more so than the other ones. But look at this beautiful cake batter. Scrape the batter off. And this is the perfect consistency. See, it just should very slowly plop like that off the spatula. If it's a little too thick, add in a little bit more soda. If it's too, that's about all I can do to fix it if it's too thick. So this will go here, and I can lick this. Seductively. Oh my God, that's amazing. Oh yeah. I want that in me. That's incredible, you guys. Like, I know we didn't add that much soda in, but you can really taste it. Yum. Can someone clip that? That'd be great. If you could clip that and send it to me. I want to post that on Twitter. Get my views up, you know? Hi, NSF Thermont. Orange citrus peel? No, we added, this is a soda cake. We added in some orange Fanta. I'm probably going to use some more for the glaze too. Fall is definitely the best. I agree. Fall is the best. I spilled something. Bad baking tin. So now, I'm going to move everything out of the way. Wipe everything around. Clean up my mess. And we can begin filling our cupcakes. So, batter, empty space. I'm going to fill this empty space. Wait a second, where are my cupcake pans? Delicious cupcakes they should be, I hope so. Thank you, I appreciate your vote of confidence. No, seriously, where's my cupcake pan? I have one. Leave it to Bakington to lose his only cupcake pan. Nope. Not in there. Right? Like, yum. Where's that pan? This batter is honestly amazing. Nope, not up there. Oh, wow. You guys, it was in the first place I looked, just out of my sight. Bad Bakington. All right, let's do this. Can it just be just the seductive part? Let's forget about learning. Let's talk about seductive cakes right now. Screw learning. Hopefully I still have white, because I think I'm running low on white papers. Yeah, I'm totally blind. It's okay to make fun of me because I'm blind. Yes, just enough. Wonderful. Now I'll grab a couple of spoons, take a scoop of this, fill it about halfway, a little bit more. Yeah, that's good. About 3/4 of the way. These are going to rise, but not a lot. Look at all this beautiful, I can't wait until everything's pumpkin-y and I can make pumpkin bread all the time. I want to do like pumpkin soup, I want to do pumpkin bisque, I want to do pumpkin bread, I want to do pumpkin cakes, I want to do pumpkin bread using yeast. Mini pumpkin rolls. We can make some other fun stuff. I just love this holiday, this feeling, this warmth, this. I can't wait till everything is cloves and spices and cinnamon and everything is wonderful and cold outside. I can't wait for it to be cold outside. Woo! Sorry, I had a little, I got a little excited there. Ooh, yeah, I like it. Thank you. Thank you, Ariel. I'm going to post that up on my Twitter. You're not a huge fan of lots of the spices? That's okay. We'll always adjust the spices to personal taste. I think we have just enough for a dozen cupcakes and some batter for eating. Winter is coming. I'm so excited. Winter, wait. What did she say? Did she say winter came for House Frey? Aye. Sorry. Spilled a little bit there. I'll wipe that up. Is that what she says? I'm horrible at keeping better in the whole same. Like, welcome to the club. I'm a messy boy, as you can see. The North remembers. There we go. Spoilers, this was like 7 episodes ago. Makes it mess-free. I should try that. That is a great idea. But look at all this batter I have left over I can eat. That's my favorite part. Mmm. Yum. Wipe up everything. Jane Wayne! Oh my goodness! Everyone, say hello to Jane Wayne. She's an amazing mod and a huge supporter of the stream, and like one of our longest viewing people. Oh. You're good? Tired? Same. How's school? You're on the other side of the desk, though, so I'm sure it's all tough for you, too. Like my new hat? You missed it. I was seductively licking my beaters. Oh my gosh, Jane Wayne, thank you for subscribing. Alexa, pause. Thank you so much for subscribing again. Thank you. That's wonderful. I can't wait till we have like a million new emotes eventually when I get partnered. I can't wait for you to be the first one to try them out. And thank you so much. Seriously, you're one of the longest running supporters of our stream, and I really, really do appreciate that. So thank you. Happy anniversary. Our sub-anniversary here. I think I just ate an entire cupcake's worth of batter already. I'm starting to feel a little sick. Worth it. All right. Now these are going to go into a 375 degree oven on the middle rack for about, let's say 20 minutes until a skewer poked in the middle comes out clean. 20 to 25 minutes. Oh man, that batter smell, it tastes amazing, you guys. That jingle shocked me. I'm sorry. I know how much you love bees. Yes, I do love bees. You guys, I joined the beekeeping class at my school. I'm going to get to talk about bees once a month and then go and teach second graders about bees. Yeah, like my stomach kind of hurts, but like this still is super good. I was always told to not eat the batter, um, but it's really tasty. Mm. All right, I'm done. There, I put water and soap in the bowl so I can stop myself. It's really, really tasty batter on its own, but because we added in the orange soda, it's just amazing. If you don't want to make this a soda cake, you can instead add 1 cup of milk or coconut milk or some other kind of milk, almond milk, and that makes just a regular old nice vanilla cake. So that's pretty versatile. Let's check on our our dough. Looks really nice. What skewer? So I've got here some, here I'll show you, in my magical chest of baking utensils and stuff. I've just got some plain wooden skewers, which we're going to be using later to make some caprese salad sticks. Next week, I think, we're going to make some caprese salad sticks, which is like those, take up baby little mozzarella balls and cherry tomatoes and basil. And then you just drizzle like some olive oil and some balsamic vinegar on top and then make a little caprese salad skewers. But I'm going to poke one of these into my batter, my cupcakes, and if it comes out clean, they're cooked. My students are crying about calculus being hard. It probably is hard. That's why I didn't take calculus. Other than that, it's fine. That's good to hear. I'm glad that your students not liking calculus is the worst thing you have to deal with. Ooh, this is quite sticky dough. We're going to have some fun today. Well, before I get into any kind of dough making, let's make some sauce, because we're going to make some spinach Alfredo sauce to fill our chicken spinach calzones with. So, out of the way, bowl. Cake, we've gotta have it made. You know that I love cake. Finally, it's time to make a cake. Making food is just like science, with tools that blend and baste. All right, let's get ourselves a little pan. In my case, a very large pan. Kerplop. Let's see. For me, school is pretty good. I have 3 classes right now. I'm trying to get 4. I want to take a radio class because I want to be on the radio club and have my own morning radio talk show and be like overly chipper in the morning. That'll be my name, overly chipper in the morning. But so my classes are, let's see, I've got, what are my classes? Oh, see, I can't even think of my classes right now. They are as follows. In the mornings, I have, on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 2 classes. Those classes are my 2 theater classes. I'm taking acting styles, which is like a practical class. So I'm going to be learning different acting styles and practicing stuff. And history of theater, which is all right. I like practical more than I like history, but you know, you have to do both. You got to have a well-rounded, I was about to say a well-rounded education, you know? I can't just know how to act. I have to have a good understanding of all aspects of theater. Just my concentration is in performance. Mike dead? No, it didn't. What? Hello? How can I get fooled so easily? I always like checking my preferences and everything to make sure that, why must you do this to me? Thank you, I appreciate that. So anyway, hi BLM. You've never had a calzone, they're amazing. But so, yeah. So I have my 2 theater classes, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And then Tuesday, Thursday, I have, because it's a private school, I have a required religion class, and I'm taking one about children and family. And it's really interesting. It's like my teacher reminds me a lot of Miss Frizzle. She's really eccentric. Remember Miss Frizzle from the Magic School Bus? She's eccentric and crazy and fun, and she is just such an interesting character. She dresses up for every class, like to fit the theme, kind of like Miss Frizzle does. She's just a wild and crazy person. Can you explain how you're going to make this? Yes, of course. So I have my dough already proving. This is 2 tablespoons of butter that's foaming up nicely. I'm going to add to it about 2 tablespoons of flour. This will make a roux, so we can make a sauce. This is going to be the base for my sauce. You can make a traditional Alfredo sauce if you want. This is a bit of a different version because I need this sauce to hold up in the oven because this is going to be baked into it. So a roux is a bit more stable than just a melted cheese, because that's what Alfredo sauce really is, just melted cheese and butter and cream. But doing it this way means it's going to be a bit more stable. I think I'm going to add a little bit more flour because it's not quite as thick as I need it to be. Just a sprinkle more. And the rule of thumb is 1 tablespoon of roux. 1 tablespoon of roux is 1 tablespoon each of flour and butter mixed together and cooked for a minute. 1 tablespoon of roux thickens 1 cup of liquid. Stock, could be milk, could be water. So I've got 2 here, means I can use up to 2 cups of liquid. But whatever you're adding, you want your flour to cook over the stove like this, just with stirring, and let it sort of bubble away for about a minute or so. This is just going to cook out that raw flour taste. If you've ever tasted flour before, you'll know it has a not very nice taste. But this cooks out that flavor and cooks a bit of those starches a bit. I'm a culinary school dropout. So I know I'm a bit smarter than the average bear. Or bee in this instance. Yeah, it wasn't really my groove. So this looks good. So I'm going to measure out some milk. I've got myself some regular milk. I'm also going to thin it out with a little bit of stock too, because I don't really need a ton of fat clogging up my coronary artery. You know how it goes. Totally just realized I didn't rinse that out first. Whoops. There we go. There was a little bit of Fanta left in that. Don't really want Fanta roux. So I'm going to use 1.5 cups of milk and half a cup of stock. go. And it's important that when you're making a sauce like this, you want to add your milk a little bit at a time. Watch this, look. Probably turn the heat up a little bit. But see how it's going to sort of look smooth, and then when you start mixing it, look at this, look. Isn't science wonderful? Everything starts sucking up that water in the milk, and it becomes this sort of thick paste. Don't freak out. This is how it always looks. That would be an interesting flavor. This is why you don't want to add in all your liquid at once. If you did, you'd have a bunch of flour lumps that would just never mix out. So, you want to add in your liquid a little bit at a time. Just touch at a time. And don't ever add more liquid until the first lot is added in. Kind of mix it together, break up those lumps, and it soon will start sucking that liquid up again. Yeah, the cucumber bread, right? Like, negligence on the Bakington stream is like second nature. And see, after just the initial adding of milk, it's starting to become a bit more like a sauce, but it's still quite thick. You can see it's a bit fluffier and smoother than it was before, but you have to keep adding it in a little bit at a time. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for the bits. Or sprinkles, I can't remember what we call them now. And mix it all together. And you can see it looks really fluffy and lumpy at first, but the more you mix it, when you add in a little bit at a time, it becomes smoother and smoother. It was so amusing because you were so busy explaining to us. Right? I don't remember what I was saying, but I was getting really in depth about like whatever it was, and all of a sudden I started smelling, because I was smelling cucumber. You do? Thank you. And see, look at that. That's beautiful. It's becoming nice and creamy. If you had added like an egg to this, this could be called a sauce bouillie, and that's like a egg-based bechamel thick, uber thick sauce. And it's real thick, and you like serve it. It's one of those sauces that really does well when you bake it, like, and you use it as a filling. But that's not what we're making today. There's a temptation to just dump all the milk in once it starts to get even slightly smooth, but you don't want to, because you don't want to end up with a lumpy, clumpy roux. Copperheads smell like cukes too. They do? I didn't know that. But yeah, no, I was like mid-sentence getting real in depth into it, and I started smelling cucumber, and I was like, wait, what? And then I bit the cucumber, and I was like, wait, this isn't a zucchini, it's a cucumber. What the heck? Come on, everybody. Oh, Alexa, resume. I can't wait to see the cupcakes either. This looks so good. Ah! I made a mess again. Bad Bakington. One moment. So I keep this towel here for all of life's many mistakes, myself being one of them. Ta-da! Look at that. We're starting to get real creamy and smooth. This is a nice sort of bechamel type sauce. What we do with the cupcakes, probably make some, oh, we're making coconut frosting. That's right, we're making coconut frosting. And now I can add in the rest of the milk and mix this all together. Being your neighbor would be awesome. You'd think, but every time I try to give my neighbors stuff, they're never home or never around or non-existent. Because last time when we made them those red velvet cupcakes, they'd moved out. All right, this is looking good. Got to make sure that everything's mixed. Also, they have to, it probably isn't that great being my neighbor because they have to deal with they have to probably hear, rather, all my sometimes, like, my, like, middle of the night psychotic breaks or jam sessions to, like, songs by, what's her name? Leslie Hall or Trisha Paytas. This is looking good. See, it's nice and smooth. And I'm going to bring this up to the boil. And while we're boiling it, I'm going to add in some salt. And pepper. Yeah, no. Yeah. My late night jam sessions. That's why my keyboard has headphone jack, so I can, like, play my keyboard and like, jam out on my piano. Why do they taste your food when they move out? I wish that was the answer. I wish it was just me. But, like, my first stream here, my first stream in my new apartment, we made cupcakes so I could take them to my neighbors, as you know, like a way to introduce myself. And then I went, and neither of them were home, and it turns out that the people below me, this is like my second day living there, had moved out. Like that night. Kind of offended. It's thickening up nicely. I added in a little bit of garlic. And once this comes up to the boil and thickens, yep, that's coming up to the boil. You can see it's getting nice and thick. We're going to add in some Parmesan cheese. Here we go. Ooh, better turn the heat down. I don't want to scorch the bottom of my sauce. Looks good still. If it does scorch at the bottom, don't scrape it. Just keep all the burnt bits at the bottom and out of your sauce. So this is looking nice. It's boiling. Yes, it's boiling. It's coming up to a rapid boil. So I'm going to turn the heat off completely and add in about a cup of Parmesan cheese. Good quality Parmesan cheese. None of that stuff that has freaking, like, cellulose in it. No wood pulp in this. The only ingredients are milk, salt, and rennet. And then to stir to melt everything together. Let the residual heat from the sauce, you see, you turn the heat off. Let the residual heat from your sauce melt your cheese gently. You don't want it to break. When do you put the spinach in? We're going to chop some spinach up right now. I love cheese too. Me 3 then, because Jane Wayne likes it too. This looks so good. You got to make sure you melt the cheese gently though. Swiss cheese is the best. I don't want to tell you you're wrong because you're free to your own opinion, but like, have you ever had a really good aged cheddar or a Parmesan or? I will agree though, especially in French recipes, Swiss cheese is really good. Blue cheese is the worst, I agree. Oh man, that is beautiful. It's like silky, creamy, just the right amount of salt, Not grainy. So smooth. Hint of garlic. And just the perfect creamy, cheesy flavor. Ta-da! All right then. I'm gonna grab a bag of spinach. Move my sauce. Where should I put the sauce? Actually, I'll leave the sauce here. Your Swiss so has to be your fave? I get it. There we go. Man, this stuff is amazing. I honestly am so happy with today's recipes. Let me check out my cupcakes. Ouch. Ooh, those are looking nice. They're springy to the touch, so I'm going to give them a poke with a skewer. I'm going to poke the center one, because if that one's done, the rest are. Poke. Poke. Is that clean? I think it is. So, we are golden, pony boy. Ta-da! They're so cute! Need a place to put them though. Whoops. Quick. Didn't quite mix a little bit of it. You like goat cheese? You're weird. It's official. Beep, beep, beep. These are so cute. Pony boy, yeah, pony boy. Stay golden, pony boy. Oh man, this looks so nice. Everything is looking so nice right now. So, and they're also springy to the touch. Here, you know what? To make some space for both my hands, I'm gonna clean up my mess and just move everything out of the way. Because there's a lot of stuff I could probably put away now that I'm done with it, like my flour. Bye, flour. Bye, sugar. I don't need you anymore. I wish they sold this as a diet version, or else I would have used that. I'm not really a fan of full sugar soda. Confirmed by Bakington. Yeah, it's officially you're weird. Where is my lid for my sugar canister? Here it is. Behind the sugar. Being normal is boring, yeah. But there's a line between being normal. I mean, being like too like everyone else, and then there's liking goat cheese. There's a spectrum of normal, and liking goat cheese is at the far end. I've cleaned up a little bit of space, so I'm going to actually move my sauce over here. Move my cupcakes over here. Oh, Beakington, I didn't see that part. Now then, what should we do first? I'm trying to figure out how to best use my economy of time and motion. And my books always say to make sure to you maximize both those things. Not really worried too much about the economy of scale, considering I'm just baking for myself. But we do have dough to roll and some spinach to cook. I think I'm going to go with the dough rolling first. Not to be confused with bank rolling, because we're going to be not doing any of that today. And to avoid having to clean up my beautiful glass countertops, I'm going to be kneading everything on a cutting board. Here we go. Got my nice risen dough. Put a few scoops of flour on top of it to help me grab it better. And a few on my board, because this dough is quite sticky. But you can see how fluffy and soft this is now. It's only been rising for about an hour. That's okay. This is going to make about 4 calzones. 4 little calzones, or 1 or 2 large ones. I raised 2 baby goats because their mama refused them, and no matter how many baths I give them, they stunk. Goats are like that, though. Like, goats, growing up around goats as well, like, they just smell bad. They're just weird creatures. If you like goat stink, I guess it's okay. Look how soft and pillowy this dough is. It's beautiful. And this is just 1 cup of flour, or rather 1.5 cups of flour. Half a cup of water. 1 tablespoon of oil. A little bit of fat is important for the rise. Got to gently degas the dough, kind of push the air bubbles out. And I added 1 teaspoon of yeast and half a teaspoon of sugar to my water and let that prove for about 10 minutes. And then I kneaded it into a dough and let all this prove for about an hour. And this dough is so pillowy. Chickens stink too, yeah, but it's okay. Like, I want a pet silky chicken. See that? You hear that little like popping sound? That's my dough. I want to get rid of all those gas bubbles. If normal baking tin would just like punch it down a bit. You don't really want to do that too much. Just try to pop in as many of those bubbles as you can. It's just a little too sticky for my liking. There we go. Now I'm going to knead it just a little bit for a few minutes, help distribute all those air bubbles. The reason we're doing and degassing it, even though, you know, you'd think, but baking tin, we want lots of air bubbles to give our dough its rise, don't we? Well, yes, we do. But if we have too many, we're going to get huge bubbles. Like, have you ever had a pizza that has a huge bubble in like one corner? That's what happens. They didn't degas the dough enough. And a huge air bubble that started when it was first proved and then left to still grow again was cooked, and it expanded into a huge amount and turned into a monster bubble. Old Dan and Little Ann, that's cute. Nice sort of tacky dough. Bad dough. Bad dough. We had my grandfather had goats, and he would name them things like chorizo and stuff like that, because we're Hispanic. But like he would name them after food. This looks good. So now I'm going to let this dough bench rest for about a few minutes. So I'm going to let it here, leave it, but I'm going to put the upturned bowl that I let it prove in over the top to keep it from drying out. I'll put it over here. Now I'm going to wash my swampy hands, and we can talk about our cupcakes. Don't mind me. That'll do. All right, let's go back to the stove. All right, let's see about these cups. Ooh, they look cute. Nice. So I'm going to take them out of their papers, or out of their pan, rather. And we'll let these cool for a bit until they're nice and room temperature. And then we'll put them in the fridge for a few minutes to chill. I need them to be really cold so I can ice them. I don't want my frosting to melt. There we go. You never had duck? I tried duck one time when I was in France. It was a bit salty. The sauce they put in it was a bit salty. But it was kind of fatty, and it was okay. Not something I really have more than once, though. Alright, I think our dough has had long enough to bench rest. It just needed a few minutes. Just sort of relax after all that kneading. Now we're going to separate this into two and make some calzones. Alrighty. We're just split this into two. I'm going to bring it together, sort of knead it into a smooth ball by sort of tucking the ends underneath until you get something that's nice and smooth, which this is. Now my little nugget of dough, I'm going to press out with my fingers to start into a circle. There we go. If the edges get a little too, like, oh, look at all this dough I've left behind. You get to be a big one then. You want to make sure it's coated in flour to keep everything from being sticky. You don't have to knead the flour in, make it all completely unsticky. Just coat it in flour enough to work with. See, like that. Put that over there. That's a decent-sized calzone. Remember, it's gonna expand in the oven. Ah. There we go. Make sure that your edges are try to get your edges as even with your body as you can. Alrighty, that looks good. So now I'm going to grab my chicken. I bought this at the store. It's like, because I'm a really busy boy, and so I'll make like a salad with this stuff. But I have some cooked chicken breast here. But first I'm going to add in look at this, look how thick and delicious this sauce looks. I'm going to add in a good dollop of my sauce and sort of spread it out in the middle. Or 2 dollops. How much you like. Looks good. Layer down some chicken. Is it gritty? No. It's just the sauce is cooled a little bit, so it's getting a little chunk. It's getting a little thick, not chunky, but like thick. Bring it sort of to one end. I'm gonna grab some mozzarella cheese. Or as Freely the Banana Girl calls it. Isn't this gonna be dry? Isn't that gonna be dry and overcooked? We're actually not gonna cook this for very long, considering everything else inside is gonna be cooked except for the dough. The dough won't take more than like 15 minutes at max. There we go. Now I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna move this. Do the same thing with this one, and then put these aside. So we can work. Aye. Move this aside. So we can cook our spinach real quick. We're just gonna cook our spinach down into nothing, because spinach just disappears into nothingness. Kind of like I wish I could sometimes. Oh, you guys, I have to tell you about the funny thing we did in school, in my audition. So I was auditioning at school, and one of the things they gave us was a weird prompt, and they split us up into groups of 3. And they said, create a 2-minute skit using one of these 3 prompts, and it could be about anything, just has to be pertaining to this prompt. Like you can do whatever you want, and it just has to be about one of these prompts. And the 2 people I was with, we picked the prompt. How did it go? Oh. I could have a cup of coffee or I could kill myself. That was our theme. Ooh, lasagna. Lasagna's tasty. Kerplop. This one gets all the chicken shrapnel. And so our skit was about having a cup of coffee or killing yourself. And so me and this other girl were coming back from a really crazy hard test, and the barista at Starbucks was super peppy. and we brought her down to our level because we were super miserable. And the girl that I was with that was being the depressed girl with me. I was a depressed guy. She was a depressed girl, and she was crying. And then after we were like failed to order a bunch of, we ordered coffee with like bleach in it. She's like, can I get mine? Can I get, instead of stevia, can I get cyanide in mine? And then I was like, yeah, can I get a double espresso shot, but with, instead of espresso, can I get 2 shots of bleach instead? But so we had a lot of fun with it. And then at one point the girl was like crying, and she's like, never mind, I don't want coffee. I'm just going to stick my head in the oven. And then the barista girl was like, oh my gosh, you have to go stop her. And I'm like, here, I got this. It was great. I was like, oh no, don't worry, I got this. Hit broil. And then I went in after her because I wanted to go use it myself. All right, here we go. Let's cook some spinach real quick. This should be fairly simple. Cooking spinach is never a difficult exercise. I got myself a pan. With a touch of water at the bottom. That's funny. I thought it was kind of funny. Ah! Turn on the wrong thing. Bad Bakington. But yeah, I hate Timo. And we'll let my water get nice and hot before we make this all bubbly, and we're going to add in some spinach. I got myself a fresh bag of spinach here. You're back. Welcome back, Jane Wayne. How are you? You're just in time to see us cook some spinach. Ouch, I kicked the oven. Whoops. Sorry, oven. And then whatever spinach I'm not going to use, I'm going to mix it in with my sauce and have it for pasta. Yummy. Poke, 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 poke. Yep, this water's getting hot. So I'm going to add in lots of spinach. Would kale be good in this? I'm not sure, actually. I mean, they're all rough greens, so I actually wouldn't, I'm not entirely sure. You know what? Try it and let me know how it goes. I'd love to hear about it. Oh, speaking of which, you guys, I forgot to tell you. Mark your calendars. Friday, we're doing our giveaway. We're doing our Fire Tablet giveaway to celebrate 1,000 followers. Oh my gosh, you know, Jane Wayne, my mother does that. She makes just exactly like that, except for she puts a little sprinkle of feta as well. But spinach, tomatoes, and eggs in the cupcake pan, and she bakes them in the little mini omelets. But keep an eye on the spinach because it's going to decay into nothingness. It's going to wilt down and become nothing. More baking food. What are you giving away? We're doing a Fire tablet. A pink Amazon Fire tablet. It's starting to steam up, and you can see the bottom leaves starting to wilt. And soon, this pan full of spinach is going to be nothing. You know what? I'm going to use all of it. I like to live on the wild side. Wow, I'm crazy today. Woo! Everyone, someone stop me. I'm an absolute animal right now. YOLO. Chickpea pasta. Ooh. What's chickpea pasta like? Comes in tomorrow. Ooh, you have to tell me what it's like. I've never had chickpea pasta before. I had corn pasta. It's like I tried a gluten-free corn pasta once, and it was absolutely terrible. It tasted like cow, like cow burps. It was just, it tasted like farm. It wasn't a very nice flavor. All that for 2 calzones? You'll see, look, this becomes nothing. Look, this entire bag of spinach has wilted down into about half of it. It's going to wilt down even more. Look, look. Look, this used to be so full I couldn't even stir it. But look, now I can push it all to the side. You can always freeze this after I could, that's true. Have some spinach on hand, but I'm actually going to mix it in with my sauce and have some Florentine pasta for lunch tomorrow or something. I don't get the whole anti-gluten crap either unless you do have an allergy. I don't understand why people do it if they don't. Because, like, it's so good. Wheat is so wonderful. But so look, all that spinach cooked down to nothing. So I'm going to turn the heat off. She eats glutton. I get sick if I eat like a glutton too. I'm going to dump out all this horrible brown water that comes when you cook spinach. And regardless, squeeze it really well. And regardless of how well you squeeze it right now, you're still going to have a lot of water left over. And I'll show you how to get rid of it. This is how I was taught to get rid of it, at least in school. I've seen people wring it out in a towel, like a dish towel. A clean dish towel, mind you. But so I've removed a lot of the extraneous water. Oh my gosh, hi Candace. Hi, Candace, look at my hat. Look at my hat. Candace, look at my hat. Look at my hat. You like my hat? It's a bee, complete with a stinger. What do you think? Hi, Candace. Everyone, we have an amazing streamer with us today. We have Candace Gosh here. She's an amazing cookie streamer. If you like beautiful cookies, follow her. Can someone do exclamation point shout out Candace Gosh? Exclamation point shout out Candace Gosh. That'd be great. What I am going to do though, actually I want to save this plate for plating later, so I'm going to keep that one behind. Yo. Thank you for shouting out Candace Gosh. Thank you, Bakington Bot. I'm going to dump my spinach onto my plate. And any excess water will soon be dealt with. Take 2 plates, identical plates. Make sure that they're a good porcelain. Don't use glass, that might shatter. And don't use plastic because it could melt. And then squeeze, and look at all that water coming out. I'll show you in a moment what it looks like. All this water that we thought we had already squeezed out of it, but if we squeeze, we can squeeze out the rest of the water. You don't want this making your calzone soggy. Look at that. This is how much water we were able to squeeze out. Looks quite horrible, doesn't it? But in my already squeezed and very dry spinach, this is how much water I was able to get out extra. Think of that in your calzones. I'm making cookies tonight, but it's with my friend, and I don't think she wants to be on cam, so no stream. Wow, your friend's a lame butt. What, is she part of, like, witness protection program? I'm sorry if she is, it's kind of mean. But I need you. Lightning McQueen cookies, that's so cute. Look, see, even after that, I can still probably squeeze it more and get more water out. Crazy stuff, spinach. I'm going to give it a rough chop with my culinary scissors. These have everything. They have a bottle opener.
It's a piece of cake to bake a pretty cake.
Oh my god!
If the
Jane,
way
wait,
is hazy, you gotta do the cooking by the book. You know you can't be lazy. Never use a messy recipe. The cake will end up crazy. If you do the cooking by the book, then you'll have a cake.
Thank you so much for the 10 pies.
You're the best.
Really, I do appreciate that. What'd you say? Whoops. Totally closed my OBS out. You're the best. Jane Wayne, thank you so much for that. That's so sweet of you. I really do appreciate it. Wow. Thank you. That really does mean a lot to me, you guys. You're helping me keep this stream alive when you do that. So again, I really do appreciate that. Thank you. Alexa, resume. There we go. That should do it. Roughly chopped spinach. So, let's make ourselves some calzones. Where'd my calzones go? There they are. All right. Ah, my cheese. Got our spinach, our cooked spinach now. I'm gonna crumble some cooked spinach into each one. Top it off with a touch more sauce. And a little bit of Parmesan cheese. This is gonna be so tasty. Oh. Oh no, oh, never mind. I was gonna say my dough is beginning to stick, but it's not. Not really. Okay, a little bit, yeah. I'm just gonna tuck it. I should have put a little bit more flour down. I'll know for next time. Oh, this one's fine. See, this yields 2 large calzones. Yeah, that's Kandak Jiggles. That's her dog. Isn't her dog amazing? Candace, look at our cupcakes we made. These are Orange Soda Cupcakes. Look how cute they are. Like, aren't they just adorable? Look at that. They're orange soda flavored. We use some Fanta. Press the dough with a fork. That usually doesn't work for me unless it's like a turnover, like a short crust pastry. I'm gonna give it a spray with some spray. This isn't chemical spray. This is just a little bit of canola oil with a propellant. I don't care if this pan is beaten to heck. I got some nice pans, but I don't really want to use them right now on this silly recipe. Quite a handful to get your fingers around. Did you just assume that dog's gender? Here we go. I made my dough really sticky this time around. I think it's because it's really humid today. Give these a little tuck again, and then these are going to go in the oven at 375 for around 15 to 20 minutes. Slide that in, move this away. She pooped in it. That's funny. She pooped the bikini. All right. Now if you'll excuse me, I'm going to wash my pan, or my bowl rather, my mixer bowl, and we can make some really fun icing. For our cupcakes. We're going to make a coconut icing to go on top of our orange cupcakes. They're going to be real tasty flavors today. Alexa, skip. Not really a fan of that one. Oh, I like this one. Alexa, what song is this? Alexa, what song is this?
This is Longing from a Fable by Tigran Hamasyan.
Of course it is. It's all you ever play. That's half a bag of spinach you didn't use? Really cool spatula. Thank you. That was my pastry, my board scraper. This right here. Look at this. It's wet now, but it's a pastry board scraper for like me, like holding together like wet doughs or like cleaning off my surface. Or like measuring too. I have one that has a measuring on it. I can cut dough with it. But this one is from when I went to go see Alton Brown live at his show. I want to have a traveling show like that. That'd be fun. Bring back my mixer. Now I'm going to switch out for my whisk attachment. There we go. Add in 1 stick, 4 ounces of soft butter. Give that a mix for a moment. That's awesome. Thank you. I really do like that. I really love it. It's one of my favorites. Half a bag of spinach. You know what? Actually, this probably is like half a bag of spinach because like the spinach wilted down so much. That's all I got left. I'm going to mix that in with my sauce. And this would be a really nice layer in like a lasagna, or you could just put this in some pasta. Remember my chicken Florentine pasta? This is the sauce we used, like this, except it was a bit thinner. We thinned it out with a little bit more stock. All right, now, this is gonna sound weird. It is weird, but for decoration purposes, I like doing this because it keeps my buttercream frosting from sweating. I'm gonna add in 4 ounces of shortening, plain vegetable shortening. It sounds weird, I know, but it keeps everything from sweating and makes it really, really nice and smooth and stiff. All right, this is looking nice and smooth. You can see it's all creamy-licious, so I'm gonna scrape my pan like that. Not using my piggy spatula. Can I get a Lord Ba Piggy in the chat, please? Lord Ba Piggy. But now I'm gonna add some powdered sugar, make it nice and sweet. Almost knocked something over, like always. Not sweet, but sweet. Something tells me I'm going to use this whole bag. Start off slow. You don't want it to throw it everywhere. Lord Ba Piggy, thank you, Ariel. Alright, this looks good. Scrape the batter down. Not batter, my icing down. Frosting. What have you. Make sure you get really, really far down there. See, look at all that unmixed sugar. Sorry, almost forgot. Add in some more sugar. Keep the last little bit aside though. Slowly add it in. With a little squirt of vanilla. Candace, it's at times like this, I wish I had some of that clear vanilla extract like you have. That'd be really helpful right now, because it's true, it does sort of tint it. Looks good. So I'm going to scrape it again. See, it's getting nice and thick and beautiful. It's so thick. Look at that. Look at that thick frosting. It's thick and beautiful and rich, like Oprah. There we go. Tastes really nice too. Add the last bit of sugar to make 1 pound. And a few tablespoons of coconut milk. There we go. She really is all those things. And I'm going to let this beat really well for a few minutes. What's wrong with your stomach? Oh, you laughed too hard? It's a weird sound. Look at how fluffy this frosting is. It's thick and just wonderful. And tastes. So good. Oh my goodness. And see how stiff it is? It's going to be great for piping. So, what I'm going to do manage to get it out of my beaters. Ooh, you can lick this part. And now this is going to go into the fridge to firm up a little bit before we pipe it. Pipe it. But look at that, I mixed my spinach in and it looks so tasty. My spinach and my sauce. go. And this can go really nicely on some pasta. Let me give my calzones a bit of a peek. Ooh, they're getting crusty. Now we can prepare a piping bag. So, let me grab my big bag, my big set of piping tips. Where are they? Whoa, what the heck? How could I already lose them? I bought a new set of piping tips that don't need a coupler because they're so large, and I feel like I've already lost them. That's weird. I bought a big set of piping tips. Like 3 large piping tips. They're in the first place I looked? Yeah, probably. Nope. That's so bizarre. God, I'm losing everything today. My mind, my health, my piping tips. I'm gonna look back in my cake decorating drawer one more time. Ah! Will this work? Oh wow, this one's already coupled. That's weird. Yeah, I'll leave it. Why was I using this? Gremlins. Yeah. So, like, opening the cake decorating drawer and, like, flipping the light switch are the same thing in my house. I'll just have to go with this one. That's okay. That's not hot anymore. Because my calzones are almost ready to come out. Ah! Where are my gloves at? My oven mitts. Oh, there they are. A baggie with a hole in it. I have some other piping tips. Like my big bag of piping tips is there, but I bought some very, very large ones specifically for decorating cupcakes, and I can't find them, so I have to use the next best thing. I'll give those another 5 minutes. Let me move this out of the way. This is how I like to pipe my frosting. I get a bag and a cup. Then I get my frosting. Look how thick that is. Ah! And just shove it into the hole like that. There we go. That ought to do it. So I'll squeeze some down to the end. Perfect. And then we can get started. How's that look? We're going to decorate these with some coconut flakes afterwards. Not as nice, that's okay. Keep twisting as you go. Make sure you keep applying pressure down. Twist. Feed your stove all the things today, right? It's getting a little taste of everything. If ever I was messy, like when I was little and I was a messy boy and got food on my clothes, my grandmother would be like, "I'm sorry, are your clothes hungry?" And I'm like, "What?" And she'd be like, look at all that food on them, on your clothes. Are they hungry?" And then I was like, "No." And then I'd feel bad about being messy. Oh wow, look, this one had double. Wow, you think you know someone. With a butter knife. Ooh, I've seen that. How does that work out though? For you, I've never tried it. Boop. I think I will. I only have 4 more cupcakes to do and I still have some more icing. There we go. Shove this in, squish it down. Here we go. Scrape my bowl, make sure I use all of my batter, rather not batter, my frosting. And go again. Twist. There's going to be a big air bubble down there. Let me just squeeze that out. There we go. See, it farts like that. Let out those fart bubbles. And we'll continue. Twist, twist, twist. This one's gonna be all wonky, I can feel it. Twist, twist, twist. Oh, it farted again. Whenever there's little air bubbles, it kind of comes out like a fart. And the last one. There we go. Now you can eat the rest of it. Mmm. Yum. Mmm. That's good. It's ugly but tastes good. I'm sure it's not ugly. And I'm a connoisseur of ugly. Ooh. Move my cupcakes out of the way. Oop, things are looking good. So I'm going to move these onto a sheet pan. Move them out of harm's way. Because I don't want the oven melting my icing. And then I'll decorate these with some coconut flakes. Got some sweetened coconut here. I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit on top of each one. If only we had pineapple cupcakes. I should have gotten a pineapple Fanta. I'm so stupid. I should have gotten a pineapple Fanta instead of a lame orange, no offense orange, lame orange one, and we could have made pina colada cupcakes. If you like pina coladas, I don't drink alcohol. Oh my god. I'm so lame and stupid. You guys, we could have had it all. Rolling in the deep. Look at that. Ta-da. Oh, that one is severely under coconutted. Look at those. I'm going to let these chill away from the heat of the oven. These look so cute. Quite proud of myself. Now, you saw how that cute that was? Prepare yourself for something not so cute. What they lack in looks, they make up for in flavor. Kind of like me. What I lack in looks, I make up for in flavor. You can take that however you think. However you'd like. Orange colada. Is that a thing? Turn off this belching heat monster. Well, we know which of the two recipes aren't going on Twitter today. Ouch! I dropped something. If that wasn't already immediately obvious. But like I said, this thing is huge. Yeah, that'll come off. All right. Got myself a calzone. Half a calzone? Like seriously, this thing is huge. Don't know if I can eat this whole thing. Cut it in half. Look at all that gooey, steamy interior. Ow, it's hot. No surprise, Bakington. It just came out of the oven. I don't know why I wouldn't think it was hot. Oh my god. This is so good. It's gonna be like a lava cake. Seriously, man. What, man? I mean, look at this thing. The spinach totally soaked up all that sauce and made it amazing. Like, it's all soft and gooey and beautiful on the inside. It's gooey, and the chicken is perfect. Like, it was cooked chicken, but it was like still really wet and still really like barely cooked. But it was safe to eat, you know? But this made it like, it's not dry, it's not like flavorless, it's not tough. Everything is juicy and creamy. Oh my god. Yes. You'd make one if you didn't have to make the dough? You can just buy the dough, like at Trader Joe's. I know they sell packages of dough. Super easy. I'm pretty sure most supermarkets have like packages of dough. I know Vons does. Whole Foods does. This works just about any packaged pizza dough. Pillsbury pizza dough, I'm pretty sure you could. This is so beautiful. I'm gonna cry. Maybe on the weekend. You can use like your favorite packaged like Alfredo sauce as well. That'll cut the time quite a bit. And then use some frozen spinach and just squeeze the water out of the spinach. And that'll literally cut everything down. And then you have everything already pre-made. And you just assemble it. It's 20 minutes. Oh, so beautiful. I'm in love. Ah, it's hot though. Still too hot. This is so tasty. Like that Alfredo sauce has a lot of cheesy flavor, but also has some like garlic. It's so creamy. Not heavy though, because we didn't use cream. We used milk and stock. A few mini ones cook faster? Yes, they would. That's just the law of like surface area to volume ratio. The smaller the things are, the quicker they cook. Yum. Alexa, stop. Oh, that was amazing. All right, I want to try one of these before we sign off. Look at how cute this is. Look at that. This lighting's not too great here, but look. You got this cute spiral of frosting. And shredded coconut. I'm gonna eat one of the Ugly Betty ones. Your kitchen's a mess now, right? Like I spent like an hour and a half after the sign off just cleaning. It's any wonder I have time for homework. Ta-da, look at that. That's such a spongy cake too. I don't see any signs of tunneling. It just looks really, really good. And according to Candace Gosh, this, oh, look at how spongy this cake is. You're supposed to eat your cupcakes like this and make a sandwich. Oh my God. Mmm. That is so good. It's so light. With a really, really nice, like, orange flavor. Mm. And that buttercream frosting is so good. It has wonderful coconut flavor. It's not overpoweringly sweet. It's really creamy. Mm. Beautiful. Oh. Mm. Mm. Yum. Wow, this is all incredible, you guys. Like, literally everything here tastes amazing. Mm. Right? Maybe they're thinking I'm some kind of like antenna monster, right? Mm. Oh, that was incredible. Wow. All right, guys. That about does it for today, though. We have made some really tasty calzone. We made some... they're so good. My dinner. Really beautiful cupcakes. Absolutely beautiful cupcakes. And... yum. We did it all with soda. That was crazy. The soda cupcake recipe really does work. Oh, it's so yummy. You would kill for cupcakes? Well, in the immortal words of Selena Gomez. When you're ready, come and get it. Na 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 na. When you're ready. And with that, I'm going to have to end this here. Thank you so much for watching. If you're watching, if you like what I do, check out my Tumblr, Bad Bakington. You can check out my Tumblr, I suppose, if you want, but I'm replacing it soon with a WordPress site that's being written right now. It just takes me a while because I'm not very good at CSS or HTML. I'm learning as I go. So I've got my WordPress site coming up. Check out my YouTube channel down below. I'm going to be putting some more videos up soon, including this VOD. And then I've also got my Twitter page, @LordBakington on Twitter. And I've got my Instagram, LordBakington on Instagram. You can do ! Insta, ! YouTube, and ! Twitter in the chat to get all of my social medias. Can someone do that in the chat, please? That'd be great. If no one's available, I will. You know, I just will. So yeah, go and follow me on all my other social medias if you want. Instagram is where you're going to see all the pretty pictures of food. Twitter is where you see my stream updates and political things I like to post. Please ignore those. And my WordPress is where you're going to get all my recipes. And my YouTube channel is where my VODs are going to be posted. So, with that, I will see you guys next time. Peace.